Hey, Kris. Can you just talk about the decision to bring Andrew back into the lineup and have him on the line with, looks like, with Leon tonight?
Andrew's, a player that can complement skill. He's the guy that can score a goal if he gets the opportunity to. And Andrew hasn't been playing how we expected him as of late, but there's certainly a lot to like about Andrew. And, he sat out the other night, and I think he can respond and bounce back and help that second line out.
What would you like to see from him in particular?
I think lately he's been playing with a little more tenacity. I like that. He's been stirring it up a little bit. That's nice. Just his puck play, just not being confident. I don't think there's been plays that he's been forcing. I think it's just been able to make those plays. And, for many, I'm not sure the reasons, but we need a little bit more of a polished play from him that way.
Kris, Zach Hyman, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and Evan Bouchard were kind of on the bubble to make Team Canada. They fell a little short. As a coach, do you feel bad for their players? And then is there another side of you that says, well, I'm going to get some well-rested, motivated guys after the Olympics and playing for me?
Unfortunate for them not making it. You look at what they've accomplished, just not only this year, playing at an extreme level. And I know it's very difficult to leave those guys off. I know there's a lot of good players, and I know a lot of coaches are probably making cases that their guys should have been on that team, and I definitely could be saying that about Nuge and Hyman and Bouch. So not only are they tremendous players, they're responsible players, but probably more importantly, you see of what they've done during the playoffs and how well they played at high-pressured situations. So all I can say is I think that's Hockey Canada's loss, not having those guys on the team. But, there's a lot of good hockey players and not easy. I don't know. I see those guys every night. I've got a bias, but they'll enjoy some more family time.
Evan Bouchard specifically, he's an elite offensive talent. He does make the big mistake every once in a while. As a coach, does the good not outweigh the bad considerably?
I think so. And not only, he made some mistakes and early on in the season. And Evan would tell you he probably didn't deserve it if you just looked at his first 10 games of the season. But since then, he's really ramped up. He's played extremely well. And when he's on the ice, he just makes everybody better. And you talk about high-pressure play. I don't think you can get anyone to play his position better than he has the last two runs in the playoffs. So, of course, if I'm picking that team, there's no doubt he's on it, but a lot of good players.
Connor McDavid's having maybe the best month of his life here, and he just talked to us about how he's ramping up for the Olympics. Could you maybe, I guess, what would your expectations be that Canadians are going to see from Connor McDavid in Milan?
He's playing extremely well, and if he's ramping it up even more, I'm afraid for the opposition. He's been just being tenacious, wanting to make something happen every shift, hungry to score goals. Every time he has the puck, he's driving the net, and if he can't get to the net, then he's looking to make the next play. Very driven player, very focused, which is the case for him all the time, but taking it to another level right now with how well he's playing. So, you think about how good Connor is, and, if he's going to get better, Hockey Canada is going to get one heck of a player. They're already getting one, but obviously his game speaks a lot of, he's the best. He's tremendous, and he's right now I'm seeing him probably be on top of his game.
Your team here in Edmonton, you get beaten Calgary 2 games ago, probably outplayed in Winnipeg. Is it, would you like to right the ship here heading into Boston tonight? Sort of what would be your goals for this club?
I think first 2 games after the break, maybe a little lethargic, a little maybe casual. I'd like to pick up that intensity a little bit, but probably mostly the intensity is just our puck play, making it a little more crisp, a little more cleaner, and moving it quicker. And I think whether we were holding the pucks too long or we weren't getting the spots quick enough that we can move those pucks, I think our transition game could be a little bit sharper. And, I think everything else, no question marks about their work ethic and trying to do the right things. I just think we're just being a little slow to our game. And, obviously before the break, we were playing really well. Just that break kind of killed the momentum a little bit.